Welcome back to Daily AI News at Let's Data Science. It's 2026-0720. Today, we're diving into some pivotal developments from the future of machine intelligence to major product launches. Let's get to it. Our top story is a major development in the open-weight AI ecosystem. Moonshot AI has unveiled Kimi K3, a 2.8 trillion parameter model that the company describes as the world's largest open-weight AI system. According to Reuters and Moonshot's documentation, Kimi K3 targets advanced reasoning, long horizon coding, and knowledge work while offering native visual understanding and an impressive 1 million token context window. One of the most important technical details is that Kimi K3 uses a sparse mixture of experts architecture called Stable Latent MoE, activating 16 of 896 experts rather than the entire parameter set for each token. The model also introduces Kimi Delta Attention, a hybrid linear attention mechanism. Moonshot says these architectural changes improve scaling efficiency by roughly 2.5 times compared with Kimi K2. Equally significant is the release strategy. Full model weights are scheduled for July 27, 2026. That distinction matters because downloadable weights enable independent deployment, customization, and evaluation rather than limiting developers to an API. At the same time, practical adoption will depend on licensing terms, checkpoint formats, quantization support, inference tooling, and hardware requirements. Moonshot reports that Kimi K3 trails Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 and OpenAI's GPT 5.6 on overall performance, while outperforming several competitors on selected coding and agent benchmarks. Those claims remain vendor-reported until independent evaluations become available. For engineering teams, the next milestone is not another leaderboard update, but reproducible testing across coding workloads, retrieval quality, latency, memory use, safety behavior, and total deployment cost. Our second top story focuses on AI security. Hugging Face has disclosed a production infrastructure breach that reportedly began through a malicious dataset targeting its dataset processing pipeline. According to the company's incident disclosure, attackers exploited a remote code dataset loader and a template injection path, gaining execution on a processing worker before escalating privileges, harvesting cloud and cluster credentials, and moving laterally through internal infrastructure. Hugging Face says unauthorized access reached a limited set of internal datasets and several service credentials. Importantly, the company reports no evidence of tampering with public models, public datasets, spaces, published packages, or container images. Its assessment of possible partner or customer data exposure remains ongoing. The company characterizes the campaign as being driven by an autonomous AI agent system, although it has not identified the underlying language model. In response, Hugging Face reports that it closed the vulnerable execution paths, rebuilt compromised nodes, rotated credentials and tokens, strengthened admission controls, enhanced monitoring, engaged external forensic specialists, and notified law enforcement. For practitioners, the incident reinforces that ML infrastructure deserves the same security discipline as any production platform. Dataset loaders, template processors, and ingestion workers should be treated as critical security boundaries, with narrowly scoped credentials, workload isolation, network segmentation, and well-rehearsed credential rotation procedures. Our third major story shifts to the hardware foundation powering AI. TSMC has committed an additional $100 billion to semiconductor manufacturing and advanced packaging facilities in Arizona. According to Manufacturing Dive and U.S. government announcements, that raises the company's reported U.S. investment pipeline to $265 billion, with a broader build-out intended to total 12 facilities. Speaking with CNBC, TSMC Chief Financial Officer Wendell Huang described AI demand as a multi-year demand megatrend. He also said the company is converting 5-nanometer capacity toward 3-nanometer production, while expecting 2-nanometer technology to become an important revenue driver. For AI infrastructure teams, this announcement is about much more than a headline investment figure. Advanced node wafer production and advanced packaging technologies such as CoWoS are essential for manufacturing modern AI accelerators. Future supply will depend not only on construction spending, but also on production ramps, yields, packaging throughput, and customer allocations. Those operational milestones will ultimately determine how much additional compute reaches cloud providers and enterprise buyers. Now, for a few other key updates in our lightning round. Google is reportedly delaying the broader release of Gemini 3.5 Pro. Bloomberg reported that the flagship model is months behind schedule as Google continues improving coding capabilities. Reuters says the model had originally been expected after Google's May I/O conference. Google confirmed that Gemini 3.5 Pro, an upgraded Flash model, and other systems are currently being tested with partners, but it has not announced a revised public release date. Bloomberg also reports that the Trump administration is considering creating an independent AI regulator modeled after the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, or FINRA, and reporting to the Securities and Exchange Commission. According to the reporting, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent helped develop the proposal. White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles is reviewing it, and the framework has not yet been reviewed by President Donald Trump. The proposal remains under deliberation and could change substantially. In Australia, the federal government has assigned the Attorney General responsibility for developing a framework governing automated decision-making across government agencies. The stated goals are fairness, accuracy, and transparency. Although the announcement does not yet specify legal obligations, enforcement mechanisms, implementation timelines, or the precise scope of covered systems. And finally, Meta is facing a lawsuit from 26 employees, alleging that AI-assisted workforce analytics influenced layoff decisions in ways that disproportionately affected workers on medical, parental, or family leave. Reuters reports that the plaintiffs seek to block separations scheduled to begin on July 22nd while pursuing their claims. Meta disputes the allegations, with a spokesperson stating that workforce and organizational decisions were and are made by people, not AI. Regardless of the legal outcome, the case highlights the importance of auditing employment-related AI systems for missing data, proxy variables, and potential disparate impacts when automated scoring contributes to high-consequence decisions. Today's news highlights three themes shaping the industry simultaneously: increasingly capable open-weight frontier models, growing attention to securing AI infrastructure, and continued investment in the semiconductor capacity needed to support the next generation of AI systems. Whether you're evaluating new foundation models, operating ML platforms, or planning infrastructure roadmaps, technical implementation details and independent validation continue to matter far more than headline announcements alone. And that's your AI briefing for today. The landscape is moving faster than ever, and we'll be here to track it with you. For more insights, visit us at letsdatascience.com. Thanks for tuning in, stay curious, and we'll be back tomorrow with the latest in AI.